Hey guys, welcome to SimRacingPaddock. I'm William Marsh, and we are testing out the latest update for Assetto Corsa Competizione. So, I know I am roughly a week behind on this update. I had a lot of stuff behind the scenes I had to work on and do things like that, but one thing is you'll notice the aspect ratio, and thank you Wolf6567 for subscribing, and I had the alert box turned off. My bad. Well, it's on now, but thanks, Wolf, for subscribing. So, this update came out December 17th, and I hadn't tested it out. Actually, I hadn't driven Assetto Corsa Competizione since November 3rd, apparently. So, I'm behind on the times for ACC, but I guess this is as good as time for me to jump back in. So let's take a look real quick at what this new update brings. So we can click on the major update. So version 1.2 out on Steam, new features, fixes, and improvements, including new custom livery editor. So you can now create your own custom liveries and paint schemes in the game. And if you guys want to see some of the things it can do, Chris Hay, he made an excellent video checking out making kind of real life liveries and his attempt to make things close to that. So you can check that out. And then vehicle chassis flex simulation. So there's the simulation of chassis flex, which supposedly is better simulation of flexing over bumps and just handling in general. Introduced brake wear, and that affects the handling, so you have to choose different brake compounds for different kinds of races. So there's the kind of sprint type brakes, which are high friction but wear out fast. There's lower friction brake pads, which will wear out slower but they won't brake as well. Things like that. Tire model improvements. Introduction of HDR. So actually these new monitors I got are HDR compatible, but I'm not sure if I will test that because it won't really be representative in the stream or whatever. So there's that. Improvements to multiplayer. So increased slots for private servers for Spa, Monza, Paul Ricard. Custom BOP for private servers. So I guess you can modify the balance of performance for private servers. Maybe add ballast, limit engines, things like that. Safety rating improvements. Driver's rating will generally improve for fair drivers. Competition server now runs in booking mode, offering 3 races a day. Make sure to collect your track medals and sign up today. Interesting. So yeah, there's things like that. AI performance optimizations, that's nice. Sometimes AI can be wonky in ACC, as it can be on all sims. Fix for track shown at nighttime. So a lot of bug fixes, gameplay improvements, things like that. Master Suzu, thank you for subscribing. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on right there, and so I guess at high levels now the AI will use the aggressive setup. So that might be nice to see because I gravitate more towards the aggressive setup, and sometimes that might make it easier to run because higher performance setup versus more conservative. So there might be things like that. But yeah, this is a heavy duty changelog. I'm not going to go over all of it because that would take an hour or so alone. But yeah, there's VR improvements, VR world scale slider. That is big because different headsets have different VR world scale. So you can customize that, fit your own personal preference, or not personal preference, but adapt it to the headset. And then you can set resolution scale to under 100, so you can gain performance at the cost of resolution, things like that. And then other things. Just realized I can see my breath. It's about 50 degrees Fahrenheit in here right now, which is about maybe like 20 degrees Celsius or something like that, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so we are going to just jump into ACC and do some driving now, because that's what you guys are here to do. You wanting to watch me make a fool of myself driving, right? Alrighty, so turn off display capture. And yeah. So yeah, my goal I wanted to do first was show off car customization. I wanted to show what you can do, what you can't do in customization. And yeah, Master Zuzu, if you also want to see a great example of what can be done with the car customization tool, you can go to Chris Hayes' YouTube channel. Chris Hay has a great video taking a look at the various different tools you can do to actually make your own liveries. So if I actually haven't fired up the update yet, so I believe you can go into single player here, and is there a spot where you can customize? Okay, so another thing I'm looking at as well, they've redone the car selection. This is definitely different. So you can see the car selection is different. So I like this a lot more. This is a very decent selection tool. In my opinion, a lot more convenient. It feels a lot more snappy as well. So you can pick out your car, the Audi R8 Vantage, M6. Very snappy compared to what we got before. So yeah, we can do this. So you can select your driver. But here, so customize. You can add. So what we're going to do is we're going to go grab an NSX GT3. And we are going to look at this. So team. So we're just going to call it Team SRP. Because why not? Car number 53. So you can do 3-digit numbers. So if you wanted to. So let's do that. So nationality. I would love a drop down for nationality because there are so many different countries. I could imagine clicking through just like this would be tedious, especially for picking United States or something. So STUSA. Okay, so there's a variety of different designs. So design 1, 2, 3. So 3 designs for the NSX. So you can select sponsors. So you have sponsor packs. So you have 8 different sponsor packs plus the default. So yeah, I guess you could click backwards as well. It just would be nice to see a kind of like just a drop down. I don't think it'd be too difficult to implement. So you can do the different cups. So you see that under the number. So we'll just do pro or overall, I guess. So base layer, you can change it either glossy, matte, satin, metallic. So that is the white. Chrome, clear chrome. So let's try something. We're going to do matte, and then we have all of these different colors. So we're going to do matte black. That looks pretty cool. And then let's try white. So that's satin finish, satin metallic, chrome. That actually looks pretty cool. And then the trim. Let's see. I'm thinking red. So let's see. It's interesting though, seeing like some of these. So glossy, matte. So I like this livery. This looks pretty awesome. And this I made in just like 2 minutes. And you can turn on the lights to like daytime running lights, low, high beam, off, to just get an idea on how that looks. So yeah, this is, and then for the wheels, you can choose your own color. So I'm thinking that maybe this and the satin metallic red looks pretty good on that. And then accent on the wheels. So let's keep a consistent color one. What I like though about this is that you can see the number on the colors. You see the numbers on the colors, so that can easily help you find it. That's pretty cool to see. It would be interesting to see like a recently used color bar, maybe up here or something. That would be cool to see, but I understand why they might not have it. But yeah, so this is the first car that I've designed in ACC, and I gotta say it looks pretty good. So let's try something. Auxiliary lights. Oh, is that this bar up here? Yes, it is. Okay. So that's pretty cool. I think either number 1 or 2. Or wait, 2 only is on one side. Huh. That's interesting. So let's go with number 1 there. So, yeah, this is pretty in-depth livery editor. Looks nice, so I think I'm going to save that. Or let's do save. So yeah, that's a quick livery for the the Honda NSX. So let's try another one. So if we go to add, we can take a look and we see all the different cars. So let's go with the 911 GT3R. So we're just going to try a completely goofy livery. So let's go with 11. Fun fact, number 11 was the number I utilized at the Jim Russell karting school at Sonoma Raceway back in 2011. Back when I was 17, I did a go-karting class. So let's just do Weirdo Racing. So let's just find... We'll do USA, because keep USA weird. So, okay, interesting. This livery, right off the bat, in my opinion, looks like the 911 GT3 RSR. Or no, yeah, the 911 RSR. Interesting. Like, right off the bat, with the color scheme. So this is just black and white with little red accent there. 4, okay. This is a pretty cool livery. I'd think that, theoretically, if we found a lightish blue, or kind of blue-green, that looks a little like the Maserati GT1, like back in the day, the MC12. But I bet you could make it almost look like the Falcon car. But let's go with something completely screwball. So we're going to do lime green. We're going to go with pink. And we are going to go with... Actually, go back. Or wait, shoot. Went too far back. Okay, so that could have been a little more clear in what I was doing. Okay, so we were at livery 5, base layer. So let's go with... That's like a honey mustard color. And then... bright pink. And yeah, that is definitely an ugly livery, but we're going to rock it. We are going to rock that livery. So, Weirdo Racing. And I'm curious to see how this would look on track. So, we'll do number 11. And we are going to go with that sponsor rate. Why not? Hey, Counter Debate, how's it going? And then for the wheels, let's go with color number 69 with color 327 there. And then the light bar will go orange, because why not? So that is a gorgeous looking car, if I say so myself. It's like, actually, I can't stand that honey mustard right there. So let's go with that works a little better. Not much, but a little. So we are going to give that a try and take it out to the track. Test drive this car and see how weird it performs. Because also keep in mind that this is now a, what is it? So this is part of the new update where they do have the, now have the improved chassis flex. So I'm curious about that. And also kind of curious about the new brakes. The brake model. Because they're saying that there's new brake pads that you can get that are high friction, but they wear out fast. And then low friction, but they will actually last longer. So let's take a look at that. So we're going to go into the setup. Let's do aggressive preset. So if we look, mechanical grip, I bet it might be. Maybe not. Fuel and strategy? Yeah, okay, so front brakes. So I guess it's 1 is the high friction, 4 is low. So let's try 2 to start off, and we'll see how that feels. And then pit stops, you can change the brakes. So, okay.
Green light, go, go, go.
Oh, I need to change to my ACC preset in SemiCube real quick. So let me adjust that. Sorry guys, I forgot to do that. Come on. Crying out loud. There we go. Okay. So we are going to ACC. There we go. So 900 degrees of lock. Hello, Langford. How's it going? Okay, that's better. Car started right up, and we are good to go. So it's been a while since I've driven an ACC, so kind of want to get a rebalance of the car and the feeling. We'll take it easy. By the way, guys, I'm curious about your thoughts on how the stream's performing right now, because, yeah, I just switched over to triple monitors and trying to get that dialed in, the feeling and everything. I still need to adjust the monitors a little bit to get the angle working properly, and also the screen's a little closer, but I kind of want to wait until I have a friend come over to help me adjust the monitors, because I don't want to risk anything bad happening while adjusting it. And also audio levels I'm curious about, so keep me posted. Okay, that was a lot of liftoff oversteer right there. So yeah, right now, what I'm feeling is that the handling of the car is a little more fluid. What I mean by that is, it's not as, like, staticky, where you hit a bump and it just jars you. You hit a bump now and it feels okay. It feels, a little more manageable. You feel the flex and stuff, so, that is definitely nice. It's feeling a lot more stable, which I think is something that is very welcome in this. It felt definitely more on the ragged edge side, so yeah, it's a little bit of a challenge, but this is definitely feeling a little better. Before I start, what's my current rating of ACC? It's a decent handling sim. It has its bright spots, but it does have its flaws. It does have its limitations. It does have its issues. Most of the issues I've had with it are more on the side of Unreal Engine being quite resource heavy, and it just kind of bogs down when you're in more of a racing environment. When you're racing, you get more input lag because of the CPU usage. It spikes up more and more, and it just causes more issues like that, in my opinion. It becomes less convenient the more you're driving with other AI opponents or other drivers, which is tough when it's a racing sim. That's one of my struggles. So seeing the CPU performance optimizations is good, but I'm just wondering how much can they really get out of it. But yeah, this is a lot better handling than when it was at first release. Even like at the 1.0 update, this feels a lot better. It's interesting though, this car specifically. Like, Porsches are more on the ragged edge, and I'm definitely feeling that, but it's not like too crazy on the edge that I just lose control like I was before. This is a little more fluid, a little more manageable, which I'm enjoying. Like, it's feeling better. There are still some flaws with the car. The sounds, I'm not the biggest fan of in this right now. I listened to onboard sounds of this car in videos and stuff, and that transmission whine that kicks in at 6th gear, I think is a little too pronounced. It's a little too jarring. It's a little too sudden. So when I get onto the back straight, listen when I jump into 6th gear. Granted, it's not going to be for a few more corners, but yeah, it's something that I found a little jarring, and it's not present in the real-life car. I mean, this is a major improvement over what we got at first. And yeah, I'm washing out a bit, which is because I'm not as adept at driving rear-engine cars as other vehicles. So that's my own driving flaws. And I bet I could dial it out in setup or adjust my driving to fit it. But yeah, so we're getting onto the back straight now. And I'm going to shut up and listen to the sound of the car while shifting. So you hear that just suddenly kick in. That's not how it is in a real life car. There are some great onboard videos with decent quality mics that are like laps of the Nürburgring, and it was something where, yeah, it's pretty close. I just spit on my monitor. But yeah, it's pretty close. But that jarring, it's just not like how it is in real life. It's enough, but every time I drive this car, when I shift into 6th gear, it's almost jarring. And it's weird, so yeah. So yeah, and that's just me being personally nitpicky. This is still a great car, and yeah, I love driving Porsches even though I'm not that great at it. But it's a fun car to drive, and it feels a lot better than what it was before. And I think, yeah, that chassis flex is working pretty well. So now I want to do something. I'm going to jump into the replay, and I want to see this beautiful livery we created in action. So it looks like this, the replay tool's a little better now. I don't remember the lap markers being there before. But yeah, so this is a custom livery. And yeah, ignore the AA trails that you're seeing. So yeah, one of the nitpicks I talk about at times is the anti-aliasing trail, or the temporal anti-aliasing that they use. It hasn't been implemented that great, so you can see motion trails behind the car. You might be able to catch it on the stream. I'm seeing it on the OBS window, but look at the rear wing and the rear of the car, and you'll see outlines, little silhouettes of the car. And that's because of the anti-aliasing method, I believe, that they use. Because that's a common complaint of poorly implemented temporal anti-aliasing. So I believe that people talk about it. I think Digital Foundry's done some great videos talking about that in other Unreal Engine titles. So there's that. So it's kind of irritating still seeing that, because that's a major tail there. So I believe I'm using temporal anti-aliasing. I'll check before we jump onto the next car and truck combination. But yeah, it's that kind of stuff that it's just kind of sloppy. It's a little bit sloppy. And I know Stefano, he is great at coding. He's great at coding. He built the Assetto Corsa engine based off of Netcar Pro and evolved it and advanced it. And I think they could have improved this. It's, yeah, it looks like ghosting, but it's not, because it's part of the engine. Other Unreal titles have it. I played Jedi Fallen Order, and they had that as well, I believe. So yeah, I'm gonna jump into the next car that we'll do. Let's create another livery for the heck of it. So let's add livery. Let's go to, what would be a fun one to do? I am thinking we should go with, let's do the 2019 AMR V8 Vantage. The 2019 V8 Vantage. We'll do number 99. And I'm going to try something for the fun of it. So what I'm going to do is just a fun thought. So who of you guys enjoyed NASCAR, especially back in the day? So I grew up definitely enjoying NASCAR. So what I want to do is, if you remembered the old Exide NASCAR stock car, I'm going to see if I can find it. I want to try recreating the colors to an extent. Okay, so it was a brighter pink. So let's see. That's close. Okay, that's actually pretty good right there. And then that would be like a gray. And let's see. So, for those of you who enjoyed NASCAR back in the day, this looks pretty close to the NASCAR Exide stock car. That actually is pretty cool. So, unless you do the one with the blue, but this looks pretty cool. So, number 99, that was the car that Jeff Burton drove in the late 1990s, early 2000s. And this looks like an Aston Martin version of it. So that was a experiment I wanted to try out. And unfortunately, like you don't have too many options to run with. You have 3, 4, 5, 1. So you have 5 livery options. This one looks the closest to, say, like one that would look maybe on a NASCAR stock car. So I'm fine with that. And we can pick out the wheels. So in that one, they had, it looks like, black rims. And let's go with the accent. Let's see. We'll do 5. Oh, that's 510, not 512. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Like, the colors actually work pretty decently, and so we'll do Exide knock off. Why not? So yeah, and then let's see real quick though. So glossy finish, and I don't really think that looks great. I like the look of satin metallic at times. Or let's try actual metallic. Have I seen any of David Perel videos in this game? I have not actually yet. So I have not. I'll need to check out his videos. I've gotten, I think, like, recommendations to add him on Facebook or something like that, but I just haven't. I haven't met him, so I've heard decent things about him recently, though. Counter debate, somewhat. It's somewhat, I'd say. So let's try. I'm thinking Brands Hatch with this car. It's an Aston Martin. Yeah, let's do Brands Hatch. So we'll get a feel for this car. And I'll check the visual settings before we jump in the car. One thing I do love about ACC, though, lightning fast load times.
Green light.
Lightning fast load times. So let's go to options real quick. Video settings. So yeah, I have temporal. What's KTAA? I haven't seen KTAA. Oh, David Perel drives for Ferrari. Okay. Let's give this a try. KTAA, if that's any different. Still seeing the kind of ghosting on the numbers that we had before. And also the ghosting in the rear view mirror. Or the shimmering, I call it. I love the sound of this Aston Martin V8. Granted, I wouldn't say it's as awesome as, say, like the Aston Martin V12. But the V8, it has this nice guttural sound. It feels right for a V8. KTAA is a sharper version of anti-aliasing, more crisp, but it can appear too crisp on some monitors. I am American, definitely. Born in California, lived 5 years in Oklahoma in the dirty South, and then moved back to California. But also I live about a half hour away from a NASCAR track, so yeah. Thanks for that, Valkyrie. Ooh, liking that reverb there. The reverb there. Little late on throttle there, but yeah, this car feels pretty good, especially for a big front engine car. Because yeah, the big front engine cars can be a little luggy. You have to lug it around the track. So this is feeling pretty nice. Should have shifted down to second possibly with this setup here. Man, this is looking pretty nice. Get on the brakes right there. Car still washes out a little bit. It might have been I was carrying too much speed or apexed a little early. Brake a little early. Clip that apex right there. Turn in. But yeah, this is feeling pretty nice. It's decent feeling. I'm noticing that the frame rate's bogging down on OBS though. So I might need to make some tweaks. So I got a 128.42 right there. Apparently Valkyrie's setup is good for 5 seconds faster. Dang. Yeah, Antoine, I wholeheartedly agree on that. We haven't gotten much representation in older eras of NASCAR. There is like a historic NASCAR mod for R-Factor 2. There's the Aero Wars mod for NASCAR Racing 2003. There was NASCAR Legends, which covered the late 60s, early 70s. But not much beyond that. So let's a little later turn in. Might have clipped the grass with my rear tire there. So Apollo 99, force feedback in ACC, I still don't believe is as good as the original Assetto Corsa. In my opinion, the force feedback in ACC feels a little closer to iRacing, where there is the force feedback on the, like it's more simulated on the steering rack, but AC has kind of more effects added to it that kind of augment the driving experience. So it might not be the most realistic per se, but you get a better feel of the car, which is kind of weird to say. But force feedback is always subjective as well. It's subjective because it's an interpretation of the car that makes up for the lack of the seat of the pants feel. So that's one of the things that is important with it. So I'm going to let's check the replay real quick, because yeah, that car looks good in my opinion. That is a good looking car. The metallic finish on it, seeing the light bouncing off the metallic painting, So yeah, that's actually pretty nice. I can definitely see why some people are saying that the K temporal or the KTAA is might over sharpen a bit at times. So I might jump back to standard TAA. But interestingly enough, there's no tail behind the car now. So I'm conflicted right now. I'm conflicted because there's no tail behind the car. So obviously it got rid of that. So yeah, that's interesting. I might need to turn down some of the video settings though, because yeah, I'm kind of having some issues maintaining the full frames. So let me see what I can do. So no motion blur. Yeah, I don't need that. So let's see. Yeah, I'm going to turn down settings a bit because I was having issues maintaining a full 60. Menu frame rate limiter. There we go. So hold on, frame rate limit to 60 as well. That would help performance, I think. Because I think my frame rate was getting too high, taking too much performance out of my graphics card. So is that a rock solid 60? Okay, so that's actually working well. So I'm trying to dial in these settings, so actually I might be able to run that. Sorry guys, I'm trying to dial in the settings to work well for you. I do stream from the same PC. So yeah, I currently stream from the same PC. I'm getting some advice from Will Ford, who runs Boasted Media, and he talks about how he uses a dual PC streaming setup. So I might switch to that if I can set up another PC for transcoding and stuff. But yeah, that's a rock solid 60 now, so I think we're good. So we're good now. Yeah, Tool for Fortune, I might take you up on that offer. So Valkyrie is saying that he sent me a setup in my Discord for the 911 GT3R. I'm kind of curious about that. So Weirdo Racing, we'll bust out the Weirdo car again. I'm going to go into my Discord real quick, and I see from Valkyrie. So let's check real quick because I'm kind of curious. So let's go to ACC. Or wait, where do I put the... where would I actually put this setup folder? ACC, okay, so setups. Oh, I need to make a folder real quick. I'm inexperienced with setup making in ACC. Sorry, guys. Okay, you just messaged me where to put it. So, setup, aggressive. So let's just do this. Save. Will. So that should create, yes, a setup. Valkyrie. Okay, so boom. So Emmanuel, after I do this test, I will do a race against the AI. Okay, so that's the Valkyrie setup. I called it. Increased fuel, by the way, okay. So fuel and strategy, 2 liters. I'll do 15. Hot lap fuel mode, okay. Okay, so let's try this out.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Let's start up this car. Okay, this thing gets up and goes. That's definitely true. Yeah, it still washes out a bit, but that's more my driving style, I think. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Get my head in the game. So we got 128 with the other car. Ease it in. Okay, this thing definitely handles a lot better than that Aston. But feeling the chassis flex, it's definitely a lot better than what it, like the handling of this car was before. Because I'd driven this car at Brands Hatch, and taking those bumps was very rough. So this feels a lot better in my opinion. Let's try this. Get the car to pitch into the corner. Yeah, I'm guessing I don't have the same driving style as you, so there might be some differences. I'm definitely a more conservative driver, I think. I tend to be more smooth and methodical in my driving. So there's that. Granted, I am driving a little more aggressive to try to wheel this puppy around. Got a little loose there. I'm guessing I'm gonna give out 125, 126. $126.8, okay. I left a lot on the table, I think. These rear tires heat up fast. Okay. So, in a lap or so, I think I'm going to try setting up an online race. Or not online, but race against AI. I want to see how the AI improvements are. Okay, so... yeah, these rear tires are torched. I'm guessing because you do this on hot lap mode, the tires don't wear out. These tires are worn. Yeah, you can tell the brakes are faded as well. Well, if you're doing hot lap mode, you likely have tire wear turned off, because the car doesn't wear off in hot lap mode. Alright, that's a 126, 115. I'll take that for now. Let's watch the weirdo car take a lap or two. But yeah, the car looks pretty nice. It performs well. You can definitely see it starting to wash out a bit under some of these turns. So, going into this corner, I kind of wash out there a bit. So Sethos, I have not tried this with the triple monitor setup yet, so I haven't had the opportunity to. This is literally the first time I've launched ACC in over a month, so I haven't tried out triples yet. I'm going to, but I just haven't yet. There you see the car flying through. Right there, kind of get it a little wide there. Throw the car in, nail that apex. Love taking that corner. That corner is just so much fun. And then this one too, it's challenge. Don't want to run too wide off the track. We got close. Some of these corners of Brands Hatch are so much fun. And then here, ooh, I almost lost the car right there. Just throw the car in and it gets loose, have to catch it, but don't overcorrect or else you might end up in the Armco. Alrighty, so we are going to quit out of here. Confirm. We're just going to set up a quick race. I'm just saying quick race, have some fun. So, quick race, yeah. We'll do 15 minutes. Starting position, random. We'll do 19 opponents. 92 skill, I think, was pretty good for me. So, Apollo, I just made a video talking about my opinion with an ultra-wide. And I used an ultra-wide for a year. I got the Dell Alienware 34-inch ultra-wide. So, I enjoyed it, but at the same time, I felt like I kind of preferred going with triples for my needs. So, okay, real quick, we're going to... so this is the new NSX GT3, the 2019 version. Let's create a livery for that. So, Honda Evo. So, we'll do 53 number. And we'll do WDM Racing, because why not? So, nationality, we can go to USA. But yeah, so, ultra-wides are great for, like, for getting that wider field of view than a 16:9 monitor. Triples blow an ultra-wide out of the water, though. So, my ultra-wide was 120 hertz G-Sync, 34-inch, 21:9, and I spent $700 for it. And it worked all right, but I feel that these triples are better value. These are 144 hertz IPS, 1 millisecond response time, and they work awesome. I love them. But at the same time, it does take up more space. Dragon model, my bad. Tired. It's still a great base. It's still my favorite one for a non-direct drive base. It's still works great. It's a good unit. I'd still, like, given my choice, I would prefer direct drive, but yeah, if you can't get direct drive, Club Sport wheelbase is great. The input lag is very minimal. Frame time when I was driving triples with a Assetto Corsa, frame time was like 5 milliseconds. 5 to 6 milliseconds for frame time. So it worked great for what I needed. Yeah, it's a good looking car. I like it. But yeah, it works great for my needs. That's what I'm going to say. Yes, WC, I'm using the LG monitors I got at Costco. So, yeah, these were the LG Ultra Gear 27-inch monitors. And in my opinion, they work great. They are working awesome right now. And, yeah, have them clocked at 144 hertz. But when I have them set in NVIDIA Surround, they're only running at 120, which I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out why, but ultimately it works fine. So we're going to start session, jump into this race. I'm curious how it's going to be performance-wise, though. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the game bar. So you won't see this, but I'm going to monitor my GPU and CPU performance. So I'm going to pin that there. Okay, so yeah, it's saying my GPU usage is 84%, CPU is 43% right now in the menu.
Going double file.
Yeah, Kid X, I run ACC or AC1. I believe triple screens, mostly high settings. I get like 150 single car. Okay, so
Right, here we go. Go, go, go.
green flag.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Ease the car in. Cold tires, so we gotta be cautious.
Car on the left.
Get on the inside of him.
Clear on the left.
Okay, he got on the throttle earlier. To be expected. But yeah, I have a little more input lag now. I can definitely notice that it's definitely more input lag because of more cars. It's not as connected. So yeah, that's definitely present. Even though I believe I'm at above 60 frames per second. Which is slightly or not above, I'm at 60 frames per second. So even with the same frame rate, I get the input lag. Yeah, this Honda isn't as fast or powerful, I think, as the Aston or the Audi. Okay, I got really loose there and washed out. And I see a Beamer behind me. Just running up behind me. Little loose there. Hello, Jordy. How's it going? Let me check something. Okay, that's brake bias for me. Whoa, washed out. Not good. I'm gonna turn on ABS. Should have maybe set this to aggressive preset. I think I'm running the conservative, which might not be helping me much. Oh man, he was hot on my tail. Oh man. He didn't bump me, but he was hot on my tail.
Car on the right.
Oh, okay, that was a bit of a bump. Robin's racing. Yeah, I'm gonna say I was at fault for that.
Well done, mate. The fastest step so far. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
How's the AI in my opinion? Not perfect, but it's better. It feels a little better than what we had before. It seems like they're a little more aware of me. That contact I had earlier was my fault, I'd say. But they seem, yeah, more aware of me. Not as easily gonna ram me, which is nice. Able to race side by side with them, which is always nice. Whoa! That was close. And it seems like, yeah, them being on the more aggressive setup makes them faster. I'm not on the aggressive setup, so yeah, that's a little tough. But yeah, you see them actually racing each other. Wait, okay, third gear really bogs down in that left-hander. You just see that Ferrari closed up on me. But also, they must have a really low downforce setup, like with the aggressive. Because he just blows by me. So yeah, I don't have the right setup for this car. That's become clear. But yeah, I mean, we were doing 128s with the Aston. Let's see what time this is with this. We're barely pulling 130s. So yeah, there is the clear balance of performance that takes effect.
Well done, mate. This is me, your personal best.
So yeah, the NSX isn't the greatest car to run with this. I think that's part of the issue. How's it going? What are AI settings? I'm running at, I think, 92%, 93%. And opinion on the update, it's good. The driving feels quite a bit better. It feels more natural. a little more controllable, which is, in my opinion, pretty needed. Big love tap from the Beamer. But yeah, so it's kind of needed because the way that these cars responded to bumps was very rough at first. Now these cars respond to bumps pretty well. So before, driving Brands Hatch, going over a curb like this would shoot the car off because it didn't really respond well to bumps. Now with this chassis flex model, it feels a lot more manageable. It feels a lot more decent. It feels, yeah, good, for lack of a better term.
Car on the left. You're halfway through.
Granted, this is no excuse for stupidity, but yeah. I was definitely more critical because it felt a lot more unfinished. And realistically, it was. It was an unfinished title, and sure, there are definitely flaws I'll still call out to this day. Like the poorly implemented TAA, the input lag when you bring more cars out, things like that. Those are still things I feel are negatives to a sim racing title, and it's tough, but I will give them credit where it's due. They've made decent advancements. I thought that ACC was going to be dead in the water like months later, like after release, but I'm happy to say they haven't given up development on this, because I was worried that with them being owned by Digital Bros and ACC not retaining the sim racers as much as AC, that they would have just scrapped this and said, yeah, we're cutting our losses, we're calling off development, we're gonna kill off Kunos or whatever. But thankfully that hasn't happened. They've given Kunos a chance to rebuild and improve, and they've done it. They've done a decent job. Now, it's still not perfect, but I'm a lot more optimistic of where it'll be in the future.
Clear on the left.
Okay, that's not Aston Martin, that's Mercedes behind me. Alright, protocol sounds good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get completely destroyed down the street by this Merc.
Clear on the left.
Yeah. And Bentley.
Clear on the right.
This thing handles so much better in the turns, though. You can definitely see that. It handles great in the turns, but the Bentley just murders the car on the straight. And Brands Hatch has quite a few equivalents of straights. So yeah, that's a bit of a challenge. But yeah, in these turns, you can just see I slaughter that Bentley. Just that drive off. When this straight, he's gonna reel me in, trying to make a move on the outside, and then the Porsche, is he gonna make it 3 wide? No, he is not.
Car on the left.
And then through the corner, force him wide, there we go. So this is where balance and performance can work to my advantage. The turns, this car just handles them so much better. You see me pulling away again, but the issue is, he'll reel me in the straight. And I don't think there's anywhere I can go now. Only so much I can do. Go for the block. I know that's kind of shady move right there, but yeah. I made one deliberate move to block. But he is just right on my bumper. Hey, this is good racing. I'm gonna say that. I should have picked a different car and maybe a better setup, but this is decent racing given the circumstances. And now he's gonna swing to my inside. I can't block. And then 3 wide in the middle. Okay.
All clear.
Exciting racing. And then I see, I believe that's a Ryder Engineering Lambo right there. Kind of freight train in right now. Gonna move my brakes a little to
Car on
the
the
rear.
right. Clear on the right.
Oh, that could have been ugly. That Lambo is smart to not make that pass right there.
Car on the left. Clear on the
Oh,
left.
little bump. I think I washed up into him, though. Yeah, I'm excited to see how the DLC works out. Because, Laguna Seca, Bathurst, those will be great additions.
Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I think ACC still needs more, though, to really bump it up to a higher caliber title. This is the last lap. Get a bump from the Lambo. They're doing a great job staying off me in the corner. That is great to see. Because I'd say before with the AI. Whoa!
On the left.
Whoa! That was freaky. I say that's my fault, but yeah. They're bumping me because final lap. I think they're slightly more aggressive. Oh, he's gonna send it.
Clear on the right.
He's sending it. Oh, yeah. I'd say a real driver would have done that in real life. Wait, is this final lap or is it over? Oh wait, no, leader on final lap. Okay, so we do have one more lap to go. Oh gosh, am I gonna hold off this guy though? Oh, I got loose. Not good. Got a good drive off that corner. That's what I needed. He's gonna reel me in though. Get a good drive off here. Take a defensive line. Hold him to the outside. He's gonna give me a bump. Try to go for a bump and run. Okay, that GTR, or is that GTR? Yeah, I think so. I tried going side by side, capitalizing on him getting held up behind me. Oh man, this is intense. He bumped me into the corner. Okay. Last lap mayhem. Oh, bump and run.
Car on the left.
He tried going for the bump and run. Oh.
All clear. Clear on the left.
Oh.
Light damage on the front.
Tried holding him off, but
You did the best you could.
Okay.
Take it easy in the lap.
I gained 4 bonus trust points. The drivers in the game drive like they would in real life. Okay. Yikes. That was a rough finish. This is AI. So let's watch that ending. So I'm definitely holding him up. He's bumping me. He's like, go, 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 go! Excuse me. Then he's trying. And he literally punts me in the corner. Gets me loose. And tries to make a move on the outside. I'm like, oh no, he's making a move. And I'm calling that on myself. That was me. I tried to bump him, slow him down, and I take myself out. I should not have done that. Go figure. I like this interface, though. The interface feels a little better than what it was before. Return to garage. So we can quit now. But yeah, that was definitely an interesting race. But yeah, so I want to check something real quick. Actually, no, I can't do that right now because I would have to restart my PC for that to take effect. But yeah, performance was pretty decent with that full field AI, or relatively full field. I was monitoring it using the Xbox Game Bar telemetry, and it looked pretty good, so that was nice at least. So let's check multiplayer real quick. Quick join. I just realized I should have picked a car. What did it put me in? Okay, I'm in a Lambo. So this is Monza? This is just quick online race. Do I not have a button map for pit speed limiter? If I'm doing online Monza race, this is going to be mayhem. Hey, Shane, doing pretty well. How about yourself? So we have 1.5 minutes of free practice. So I'm still getting that input lag, even online, so... but yeah, I have about 10% less CPU usage than what I was getting with AI racing right now, so that's pretty good. Oh, that was a lag spike. Yeah, I'll need to change some controller settings in between sessions.
Session is now
So actually, I'm gonna back out. So we'll return to garage, options, controls. I love that you can now do this. This is pretty good. So, button 25, wipers. I don't think we'll need it, but better safe than sorry. So, traction control, I'll do the red dial. Okay. That should be good. Lights, yeah. Alrighty, so I think we're good to go. Overwrite that preset because it should be fine. So, okay, so maximum force feedback frequency is 333 hertz, which is perfectly fine for me. 45% gain, that feels good for me. I don't need minimum force. I don't like the road effects. So yeah, this feels fine for me. We can try driving without anti-aliasing. It'll definitely not look good, but... Is ACC working well in VR? I haven't tried it recently.
Green light. Go, go, go.
But... yeah, definitely still input lag. So... I mean, there's no reason to not drive with it. Okay. So let's try to get a good run going. Oh wait, I have my tank overfilled. 62 liters. Let's go. Aggressive setup. Fuel. 17 should be fine for what we're trying. Yeah, I haven't tried 1.2 with VR, unfortunately. Yeah, right now I'm at 91% GPU usage according to Windows. %62% RAM usage. Pretty surprising. Need to get some heat into these tires. Turn down ABS to 3. Well, it's definitely not a CPU bottleneck. I have 40% CPU usage, so I'm not maxing out my CPU. Okay, overshot turn 1 there. I'm running an RTX 2070 GPU. Alright, that's 6 quick for me. I can do better. Okay, 8th. I have 2 laps of fuel left. Porsche's loose.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
Oh, overshot the corner.
Cut detected.
No! Dang it. But also keep in mind, guys, I might have additional input lag. It's getting exasperated because I am streaming at the same time, which takes away from both the CPU and the GPU. Okay, let's get one more good lap down. Because we can make one more lap. Almost lost it there.
Well done, mate. That's all best.
9th quick.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Sounds good, Tool Forza. I'll talk to you later if you're heading off. Valkyrie, I might be able to. I'm not sure yet. I also have to finish Christmas shopping for my family. This is a good run. I think I'm going to run out of gas, though. .2 liters. This is gonna cut it close. 8th quick, okay, with 2.2 liters to spare. Man. That is close call. Alrighty, so let's change the setup real quick. John Medina.
Merry Christmas. Thank you for the stream.
Thank you for that. Thank you very much. So let's check something. So the race is how long? Race is 25 minutes. Okay. So current setup, we're using 3 liters, like about 3.5 liters per lap. So we clocked in 148.8. So 148. So 10 laps, 20 laps. That should be fine for fuel, I believe. Let's try to set up aero a little better. Actually, yeah, let's keep one. Excuse me. Yeah, Shane, I'm trying to work on setting up the marketplace for the hats. Alright, let's just dial in this car. Yeah, I think after this online race, I'm gonna wrap up the stream, though, because I need to get my Christmas shopping done. Because I've gotten stuff from my sister and brother-in-law. I need to get stuff for my other sister and my sister's fiance. Yeah, I know people are wanting the hoodie. It's a good looking hoodie, and it's comfy. I'm gonna say that. It is a comfortable hoodie. So, Valkyrie, I have made some apparel for the SimRacingPaddock YouTube channel. So there's SRP hats, hoodies, t-shirts, and hopefully more in the future. Just need to set up the marketplace. But yeah, I'd love to get a top 10 online in ACC. We'll see. It looks like some of the drivers are actually legitimately quick, so yeah. Looks like one of the higher up guys dropped out, so I jumped up to 9th. Okay. Dragon, yes I do. Well, Valkyrie, watch the stream I did yesterday, the Wreckfest one. I was wearing it.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Okay, car feels good. I like it. I like it.
Your lap time is invalidated. Please try. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Let me check something. So... I guess you can't change the gear ratios in GT3. That's kind of disappointing.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Yeah, Valkyrie, Jimmy got killed multiple times. I like the steering ratio on this, so yeah. So 25-minute race. This is a good way to wrap up the live stream. Should be fun. Yeah, someday I want to do a setup guide when I get better ideas on how to do setups. Is there, like, is that the intermission? Let's check something. Assists, yeah, I don't need any of that. Oh, Slap Train. I should check that out because, yeah, that was fun racing with him. Especially he had the coffin in the station wagon. I've never met Slap Train. Seems like a nice guy though. Yeah. Okay, drive. There we go. So it is not even letting me move my car. I haven't done much online racing in ACC.
Stay in double file.
Guy in front of me just
Low tire
disappeared.
pressure, stay away from curbs.
Come on, guys. I hate the throttle cut on this. This is online. One online race I'm doing before wrapping up the stream. 25-minute race against everyone else.
Green line, give it all you got.
Okay, turn one Monza is going to be absolutely nuts. Cold tires, guys. Oh, already someone punched off the track.
Clear on the right.
Can't do anything, and Miller just sends it
Right.
first class.
Clear on the right.
Okay, that was a shockingly well-behaved turn one Monza. Wow. I'm shocked. Whoa. Okay, sorry.
On the left. Clear on the left.
Yikes. I don't know why he just came to such a stop there. I couldn't avoid him. I was in the racing line. I know, I'm guilty. Ah, dang it, I don't have my memes because I changed the scene because I changed my streaming format. I need to reset those up.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Right on lane, the fastest lap so far. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
And that Audi's quite a bit faster than the Lambo. Trying to do what I can, but yeah, voucher performance, Clark.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. On the
Ow!
left. Clear on the left.
Literally nothing I could do there.
Clear on the left.
I gave him room and he just rammed into me. My safety rating is going to go bye-bye. Got a McLaren's behind me. Lambo, what was that? I gave...
Right on lane, this is me, who's the best?
I mean, I gave him the outside. I had to stay on the track somehow. I mean,
Car
yeah,
on the
you
right.
stay on the
Clear on the
track. And, yeah. If he drove properly, he would have easily passed me because I couldn't make that next corner. I would have had to give it up for him, but he just decided to wash out into me. Now the car's starting to come to its own. I'm liking the feel now.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 3.
We'll see if I can check the replay after this race, but yeah, I don't think I was really in the wrong there. S Racing 420, I have never done that. I've played PSVR with Gran Turismo Sport, but I've never tried it on a PC. And yeah, PSVR is okay. It definitely is more pixelated than, say, an Oculus Rift, though. And the issue is you have to do a lot of workarounds to make it work. Looks like tempers are definitely flaring. This is definitely online racing at Monza. We're 8th out of 22 right now. I think also one of the struggles with the PSVR is I believe it only goes at 60 frames per second versus, say, like the Oculus CV1 doing 90. I'm not sure if I can do a 47 with this setup. I mean, if I'm pushing and I'm getting a 150. But yeah, guys, bit of a shameless plug this time around. I want to thank you all for watching. Remember to hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't. Have some exciting content coming up. Check out the SRP Discord that Shane just posted the link to. And yeah, have fun. Alrighty. Let's see if we can reel this guy in. Kohler's a lap down though, so almost washed out there. This is one online race, and then I'm gonna wrap up the stream because I gotta get some Christmas gifts for my family. Fun. Finish up my Christmas shopping! Why would you stop in the middle of that corner? Why? Ow! Okay. Crying out loud, guys. Lap down car, blue flag. Don't stop in the middle of the racing line in the middle of a corner. What are the fastest corners in the track? I don't even know. My suspension's trashed, but let's see if I can limp this car around. Oi! Oy vey! Man! Yikes! With a capital Y! And a capital Ikes!
We are halfway through. Keep it up.
Number 420, disqualified for speeding. Gotta finish my Christmas shopping! Yeah. That was terrifying. I'll put it that way. That's one way to get your blood pumping. I've only lost about 1.5 seconds. Like, with a trashed car. I just think with my car as wrecked as it is, I can't catch these guys.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Okay, Chirico, that is for position. I just can't turn. I see one car off the track. That guy must get hit with a slowdown or something. Syncopalmi? That's for position. He must got hit with the drive-thru or something. Back up to 10th. Just ease the car in, and that was not easing the car in. Yeah, my suspension's all sorts of bent. I have my wheel turned about 30 degrees to the left to drive straight. Alright, let's see what I can do. Okay, I cooked the corner a little. 147 is not possible with a car this trashed. We got 7.5 minutes to go. And Trico is pulling away. Number 720 got tagged for cutting the track. That's Bertozzi. Let's just ease the car. Well, sometimes driving with a damaged car is what you have to do in real life. And that's what I'm dealing with. Granted, my car would have been totaled, but you know what I mean. I'm going to turn ABS down to 3. Wrong dial. There we go. I think I'd lose more time going in to fix the car than I would gain driving at full bore. Yeah, I'm washing out on left turns because of the damage on the car. But hey, if I take home a top 10, I'm going to be happy, I think. I'm 16.1 seconds ahead of 11th. And I'm gaining, which is nice. Almost overshot the corner. Definitely lost more time than I wanted, but that's okay. I'm trying to keep this car under control. Well, easier said than done, though. But hey, we're having fun, is that right, guys? Valkyrie, the damage model in Competizione is quite forgiving. So, I'd say that I wouldn't spin even with like a lower end wheel, but a direct drive wheel does make it a little more manageable. Like, it gives it more of a tangible feel and is slightly more forgiving, which is nice. Oh, I'm up to 9th, okay. So I guess Prainer had to go into pits. So we have, I think, 2 laps to go. Direct drive does help with situations like this. Just get a more connected feel to the car, in my opinion, which is always great.
Alright, man. The leader is on the final lap. Give me the final push.
Yeah, you wish, man. Freaky bought ACC Hot Laps. Thank you for the sub. Remember, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure to subscribe and make sure to check out other videos I have and join the community. Have some fun. Check out the Discord, link in the description.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Yellow flag for who? Alright, guys, final lap. Let's just keep the car straight and have some good time. Is that blue flag for me? No, it must be for Kohler, I think. Okay, Zahn is 17.4 seconds back, so I'm pretty good to go. Just keep the car conservative. Got a little loose there. It's very difficult to turn right now.
Leader has finished the race.
Okay, leader's finished. Whew. I see fireworks over the trees. Alright, coming off the final corner. I see some Hulk dust. Green and red fireworks. Merry Christmas. We finished the race in 9th.
Alright, race is over. Good job, mate.
Freaky Bot, I am wrapping up the stream now. It was an online race and yeah, I had to do some Christmas shopping for family, so I am actually going to be wrapping up the stream. Hold on, let's go to the garage. So DM. Or is that, yeah, Darren Miller? Is he even there? I'm not sure if that's the 4th place guy. Yeah, I don't know. That's DM. Yeah, but at least try to apologize, but if he's in here, I guess. Or no, D. Miller. Okay, nope, he dropped out. Okay. Tried apologizing to him, but that's the best I can do. But yeah, so guys, I am going to be wrapping up the stream. But yeah, closing thoughts on Assetto Corsa Competizione. This update is version 1.2.3, and they've made some decent improvements. The new tire model, or the tire model and the chassis flex does make it a lot more manageable to be able to handle the car, perform all right, and just be able to control the car in kind of sketchy situations that it wouldn't be able to handle before. Livery editor. I really like this livery editor. You can check out. So yeah, this livery, it's very easy to change stuff around and make something that looks pretty darn cool. You can easily change the finish. You can change the color. You can do all sorts of stuff. So like, theoretically, if I wanted to have a livery that matched the helmet I have in my garage that I almost never use, you can do that. So yeah, it's black, white, or it's orange, white, and green. So yeah, something like that. That would be like the helmet I have in my garage, or it has some black as well, so it could do that. And yeah, that looks a little like a helmet I have. So yeah, this livery editor is really cool. It works very well. It's I would have liked to see more designs for some of these cars, because some of them are really cool, some of them aren't, but all in all, it works well. So that's nice to see. It's a welcome thing, because I feel like some liveries are kind of missing in ACC, and this at least gives you something. So yeah, I can do something like this and have a cool, kind of unique livery to be able to race. So yeah, save that override. Boom, you have a livery you can race. So yeah, they did a good update. There's still stuff I'd like to see them work on. ACC definitely is far from perfect, but at least in the meantime, this has been a good update, and it's nice to see them still making a good effort to improve stuff. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna sign off and hopefully do some more streaming later on. And remember, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't, and just keep us on track and let us know what you'd like to see, and join the Discord, links in the description. And guys, thanks for watching. Have a very happy holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you have, and just have a good week. And hopefully I'll see you guys on next time I stream. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching.